Hi y'all. This is still technically, I believe, Monday night. I was downstairs cleaning up, sort of messing around, and I decided I wanted to do something fun. So I'm doing another resin project. I'm going to, for the first time, try out the Let's Resin curing machine. I have this mold here. I've been wanting to do this for some time. It is a skull head mold. It is the one that has the real ornate design all the way around it. I hope you can see that. And I'm hoping, now I have these wonderful kryptonite, hard as they're kryptonite. I just believe they're a form of kryptonite because I couldn't break them, and there's a hole in my desk to prove how hard they are. They have such a wonderful color, and I have such high hopes for this. You know, I've never done this before, so is it going to turn out the way that I think? I don't know. The only way to know is to try. Now this is a deep mold. This is a very deep mold. I do not have a measuring stick out here, or I would measure it. Am I worried about it flash curing? Well, I've not ever, and I have no wood to knock on, I have never had one to flash cure on me, but that does not mean that this could not be the very first one. This is at least 3 inches deep. I am using Let's Resin, just normal Let's Resin epoxy resin. This is what I'm using right here. And so we are going to see. Something tells me that this is not mixed up good, or is that just micro bubbles? I'm going to stir it up a little bit more because I want to make sure it's good, and there is some white. But that could have been a bunch of micro bubbles coming up to the top too. But and I don't know if I have enough resin. This is 100. It's like 110 milliliters. That's what these cups are, and I did like 55 on each. Make sure this is mixed up good. I mixed it quite a bit before I started this, so I could just jump right into it, but I don't want it not to be mixed good. And I did heat it up with my heat gun, and of course I am putting the Malibu Rainbow. I did not shake it. I'm real bad about forgetting to do that, and if you don't do it, you don't get that true rainbow glitter. Yes, there is nothing wrong with the glitzy skull head. Oh, I just absolutely love that stuff. Okay. Now this is going to have to set in the curing machine for 3 hours, which means this video won't come out till tomorrow. And yes, I'm still planning on going live. But I'm hoping to get this done. Ooh! You see what I just did? Pouring it right out of the mold right there. Yep, I'm going to clean that up right now before I go any further. And what I'm going to do, I'm doing this to try to get bubbles out, okay? And I know there's going to be bubbles, but I'm trying to make it where it's the least amount of bubbles possible. I did not pour enough resin. I did not make enough resin. That's okay. I can make some more up, but I'm going to go ahead and get what I've got. And I got some black holographic glitter. So, what I'm going to do, since I have to mix more resin up, is I'm going to put glitter in it. Pushing this down, trying to get any kind of air bubbles to come up to the top. Spray this. Okay, and now I'm going to make more. I don't think I need a whole lot more though. I don't know how much more I need. Put resin. Okay. I'm going to do 40 and 40. And we're going to see if this works. Did a little bit more than 40. I'm going to run and get the black glitter that I just got in. I believe it was Roslyn Ann that got me the black glitter. Off of my Amazon wish list. There it is, right there. So, use that. I'm going to pour this back into this right here. We're going to mix this up good. Want that black glitter going all the way down, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour this in once I get it mixed up good. And y'all just close your eyes. No, don't close your eyes. Close your ears for a minute. I'm heating up the resin here. I don't do it for very long. But it definitely makes it mix a lot better when it's warmer. Hit it one more time. Of course, when I mix my resin up, I go back and forth like this. I go around making sure that I'm getting all the resin that's on the side. And then I go that way, and I go this way, and I go back and forth. I love these little pots. Okay. Let me get the resin all over my hands. Hold on just a minute. I don't want it getting all over the brand new resin bottle. I mean, not the resin bottle, the glitter bottle. And so, because I hadn't opened it. This glitter is so pretty. It's the laser. Having to cut the foil off the top. And I'm going to show you this before I pour it, so you can see it. Hope you can see it. That it's just really, really pretty. Okay, and now I'm gonna measure this out so I have some kind of idea. Let me get a clean one of these out. I'm gonna use that. And I'm going to just scoop some. I don't want it I want it semi-transparent, okay? This is what I got. I don't want it to block the color. From the gorgeous stones. But I want it to add here we go. Now remember, I had clear. Oh, I hope this turns out the way I think it's going to turn out. I would be such a happy camper. I said that a lot, don't I? Wow. I think I have enough for another. Huh? Yes, indeedy. Nope, nope, and nope. See, I caught myself. I may not care about this in another month or two, but right now I do care about keeping it nice and clean. You see what's happening there? Those stones are coming up. They got to go back down. Lord have mercy, you can't break these things. So I can't have not even one of them sticking up because I couldn't get it sanded down. Now see, I'm concerned. Doing that to get the bubbles to come up, y'all. see how many of those pop up. Because I can't have those popping up. Okay. Yes, I'm going to play with it. That's what's so nice about this resin. You do have time to play with it. And I am pushing it down. And to the sides where I know them to go. I don't want this black to go all the way through. I want that clear in there too, so, but I'm worried about, I think I need to remove one more. Oh, I'm making a mess. Okay, I'm looking to make sure that none of this is going. So funny. afraid this is going to pop up. Okay, so I'm not going to take the chance. We're going to scoop a couple of these out. And this is going to mess up my clear. I didn't want this black going all the way down. Okay. I'm going to leave it alone. And I'm going to come back and check on it. I mean, the worst thing is, oh, and it is. I know it is. So I can't just walk away from it when I know it's going to do this. I wish I had some, this is when I wish I had some tongs. I will be buying some tongs after that. I've got to make sure that it is level so it can set. And right now it is not. I don't want to poke it with that. Let me get something. There it goes. That work? See it right there. I'm having to look down. Afraid if I put this in the cure machine, all this is going to rise up and I am not going to be able to fix it. And I know how hard it is break these things. So sanding them really is not an option. Okay, I'm gonna take one more out. Take this one right out, right there out. That right there should work. I gotta find something to put those in though. I'll be right back, y'all. Alrighty, putting clean gloves on for something I thought was going to be fast and simple. It didn't turn out that way, did it? I have no idea what time it is now. Okay, I got another skull head. I'm making a big old mess. That skull head will hold one or two. Will it hold two of them or just one? Just one. I which I can clean these off, okay? It's not like, I don't want to waste them, but I can clean the resin off of them. Getting the rest of the resin out and trying to fill up this one last skull head. Good thing y'all aren't seeing me over here because I'm making a big old major mess. I'll tell you, we were talking about UV resin earlier on my last one, and epoxy resin's even easier to clean up than the UV resin is. Epoxy resin will clean up. UV resin, it just sticks to everything. And you can wipe it off and it's still sticky as all get out. Not that epoxy resin's not sticky, but I mean, you wipe it down with alcohol, you can get the stickiness out of it. You can wipe stuff off and you can clean stuff up, I think, a whole lot easier. And we're going to let that set for a few minutes. I am not going to turn this thing on right now till I see what those are going to do, because if they're just going to jump right back up there, I'm not going to waste those rocks and I'm not going to waste that resin. So I'm just going to be patient. I think this is the way the good Lord has taught me patience. I kept asking him to teach me patience. That's the one reason. That's the one reason why I didn't ever want to do resin, because I just didn't have the patience to wait until the next day or 2 days later. I thought, well, that can't be much fun. I mean, Lord have mercy, by the time you got it cured, you done forgot what you did to begin with. But then, lo and behold, what happened is I found polyurethane resin that cured in 10 minutes. And I thought, well, you don't have to have patience to do this kind of resin. Which you don't. But that kind of resin led me into the epoxy resin. And I love them both. I do. But there are times when I just want to do the polyurethane resin. When I just want to be able to do something and finish it real quick. That gives me the option to do so. And that's what's so nice about it. Now you can get as detailed as you want with epoxy resin. And I realize I haven't even begun. I hadn't even taken a little itsy bitsy bite out of the whole scope of what you can do with epoxy resin. And I think that's what's so appealing to me, because I think you could do it for a long, long time and never run out of new things to do with it. And right now, I'm just sort of playing around with it to get my bearings, figure out what you can do with it and what you can't do with it. And then, once I got that down pat, that's when I'll start experimenting around and doing my own thing and creating my own art. Right now, I'm still in the learning process too, right along with y'all. Some of y'all know a whole lot more than I do. That's what makes this so nice. We can all learn from each other. Those things just to keep arising. I don't know if you can tell it or not in the camera, but yep, those rocks just keep coming up. They're not really rocks. I don't know what you call them. They should be rocks though, because they're harder than rocks. You see that? Yep, it just keeps coming up. So I'm going to keep pushing them down. Hopes that they'll get tacky enough and they'll stay down. Because there's plenty of room in there for them now. It's not like I think what I'm going to have to do is just, this is getting real boring and I know it is. I don't know how long this video, I thought this video was going to be a short little video. Just put the rocks in there, pour this and put it in the thing and poof, the magic of the camera. Within seconds it's done. But that's the thing with any kind of craft you're doing. You don't ever know how it's going to turn out until it turns out. Oh, and it's sticking up over here. Sticking up. I wish I had a piece of silicone that I could just set on top of it so it couldn't get any higher, because it wouldn't stick to it, right? It'd come off. But I don't have. Well, I got that frame mold right there, but oh, I wouldn't want to ruin it. Let me see what's going on. I'm going to go look, y'all. I'm going to go look for a flat mold, silicone mold. I'm going to place it right there. Pop it right on top of there so those things can't come up. We're just going to find out what's going to happen if I do that. I'll be right back. This has got some weight to it. That's the reason why I chose this one. It's a personal one for me. It's when I was going to do our house numbers and put, I hadn't done that yet, so if it ruins the mold, well, so be it, it will ruin the mold. But I'm going to try this because I don't want to sit down here for another hour. And I keep wasting, see, I can't even talk anymore. I keep wasting resin. My concern is that part right there. And if it's flat, then I don't care about the other. And it can breathe that way. And if it makes like a little indentation or across the bottom of it, I don't care, so be it. At least it'll be flat. Okay, here we go. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay, I'm gonna move this. See, I can't tell. That thing in the middle. Okay, there it is. Y'all, I will be back when it's done. I'm just gonna turn it off again. Why is it not turning off?